What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Summoners War Chronicles video. Before I get into what the video topic is, I just want to say thank you. The support I've been getting lately for Chronicles has been absolutely insane. I'm really appreciative of it. It's been very motivating to make more content. If you guys want to see more of the content that I've been making besides YouTube, I've been posting on TikTok as well, doing little shorts. I also have an Instagram. And if you guys want to follow me on more places than just YouTube, you can catch me live on Twitch. All my links are down in the description. And if you could do me a favor, if you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, but just, comment, throw down the algorithm. That way other people can see this content, and that way they can get the help that other people have been receiving. I plan on making more Chronicles videos in the future. I really do like this game. I think this game has an amazing future, and I'm appreciative. I think you guys are awesome. Thank you. And yeah, let's get into the topic of this video, which is the God Squad. People that don't know, the God Squad is Shannon, Kona, and Iselia. Like, these three are really, really amazing 3-stars that you can use pretty much most of the game. And I'm going to explain why. In Summoners War Chronicles, the game works a lot different than Summoners War Sky Arena. In Sky Arena, when it comes to dupes, you get one of the monster, and essentially past that, you don't really care too much about it. Depending on the monster, if you get like a dupe, you'll pretty much use it for other scrolls, and that's it. That's where dupes go to. But in Chronicles, it works a lot different. In Chronicles, you need dupes. Dupes are very important because they help you with power. And if you guys haven't seen my power video, check that out. Power video is pretty good. But overall, the dupes go to basically you being able to plus 15 your unit, so that way you can gain more power. So here's where there's a little wall that goes in. Now, when you go to your monsters, when you look at the monsters that you want to, like, let's say you're using a whole bunch of nat 5s in your team. You're like, okay, like I'm walking around with Bastet, Segment, which is like, let's say past the event, that's gonna be a little hard to do, because right now it's actually amazing to have those two, because the event right now gives you a whole bunch of Bastet pieces, which can go to both monsters. But in the future, past the event, what's gonna happen is you're gonna hit that wall where you want to gain power, but you ideally can't. So I'm gonna bring on my Bastet, for example. I said this in the other video, but when it comes to leveling up monsters, particularly 5-stars, it is super expensive. It's very, very expensive. So let's say you're using a whole bunch of nat 5s in your team. You're gonna run into a wall because you're gonna go broke. Gold is pretty much one of those things in this game that's pretty hard to come by. You're gonna need essence. You're gonna need a lot of breath of life. And for 5-stars, it's just it's just too much. It's a lot that you need. For Bastet, you need about, like, already from level 11 to level 12, you're talking about 2,600. That's a lot of breath of life. So the thing that you should really focus on in this game are 3-stars. The reason why is because 3-stars are really, really cheap to level up, and you don't have to worry about too much of the walls of it being too expensive. This is where we get to Shannon, Kona, and Iselia. These monsters are amazing because they cover pretty much all your bases. You have your healer, you have your attack buffer, defense buffer, you have a defense breaker, you have damage, you have cooldown reduction. It gives you everything you need in the base team to allow you to clear most content. If you come on my stream, you'll see me clear a lot of stuff with just these three. Just these 3 units will clear mostly everything in the game. So with Shannon, if you guys don't know, Shannon does have defense break in this game. A lot of people didn't know that because they're kind of, which is understandable. They're basically thinking about Sky Arena Shannon, because in Sky Arena Shannon, she does slow instead of defense break. But in this game, she doesn't do slow because she does defense now, which is great. She also gives you the attack buff, which is pretty good. You have Konamiya, which if you're an Orbian main, Konamiya is like staple. Now, to tackle the topic of where I'd rather do Konamiya or Tion, it goes back to the plus 15 thing. When you're trying to plus 15 Tion, you need 5 extra Tions. Not Konamiyas, not the other burbs. You need 5 Tions. So unless you're a crazy luck-sacking god that has summoned 5 extra Tions, which GZ to you, Konamiya is the way to go. Konamiya is going to be a lot better of a monster to go for. because he's a lot easier to summon. He's a lot easier to get. So it's better to go Konamiya instead of Tion for that particular reason. Also, I heard that Konamiya heals more. I haven't checked that, but apparently Konamiya heals more. Didn't know that. But again, if you're an Orbia main, I think for all of the summoners, he's really good. For Orbia, he's really good. Because the research is nice, being able to decrease the cooldowns, those are all pretty good to allow you to spam your skills. It helps keep you alive, helps you do your job better. Konamiya is a really solid monster. Plus, his heal is like spammable. It feels like, at least. There's obviously a bit of a cooldown, but it heals a lot, and you're able to use it a lot of times. And that's what makes it pretty solid. So Konamiya is definitely the go-to. As you can see, on both my Shannon and also my Konamiya, they're both plus 15. It was easy to do. It wasn't hard to do. It was super duper cheap in comparison to like trying to do a whole nat fly team. It's just a lot easier to do. So that's why I suggest these two. Then Iselia is one that people kind of don't know about. I still get questions about Iselia every now and then. Iselia is really solid. She's a good damage dealer. Again, easy to level up, and basically, like you definitely learn a team. She applies attack down. She applies a defense break if they have a burn. Like she's really solid again for a lot of content. If I'm doing tier glands, this is my team. For Borbos Baggins, I changed it a bit. I use Water Amazon instead of Iselia, but for the most part, you can still use Iselia for most content in this game. She's really solid. As you see, I'm very close to plus 15. I gotta summon 40 pieces. Maybe one day they'll give you 40 pieces, but right now I need 40 pieces in order to get her to plus 15. And you can see the power: 71,000, 67. 57. I've obviously invested a lot in my Iselia. She's really good in combination with Orbia. They both work very well together, but they both offer a lot of power. They give you what you need to be powerful in this game, and again, it's really cheap to do so. Now, am I saying not to work on 5 stars? No. I think right now, again, you have a best setter segment. This is a perfect time to do it because of the event going on right now. It's perfect time to play, get you in these trials, get you as many best stat pieces as possible before this event goes away. We have 6 days left at the time of recording this video. Go ham. Try to get as many pieces as you can, so that way you can maximize your segment and your best stat. If you start a segment, you are thriving right now. It's a really good time to have a segment. And a best stat, both, but primarily segment, because segment's going to be good later into the game. But for the most part, like I said, I clear everything with these 3. Like, okay, I must say everything. Mostly everything with this team. I would say I clear about 90, probably like 97 to 98% of the game with these 3 monsters. I do Foggy with this team. I do Tear Glands with this team. I do normal dungeons with this team, Subjugation. Like, there's so much content I clear with just these 3 units, and I haven't focused on too much of the other stuff. For expeditions, it depends. Like, expeditions, I'll throw in Colleen, because expeditions, they require certain units. You can't just throw in anything. I wish you could, but they add a little barrier. If you like, oh, you gotta use this or that. You know, you gotta use a Wind Knight and a water support or a water Archer. You gotta throw in up very particular things. But besides that stuff, most of my game is with these 3. And I suggest if you're just starting, or if you want to get through the later parts of this game, trust me when I say, as soon as you get these 3, work on them. Don't work on nothing else. Work on these 3 monsters, because I guarantee you'll be doing everything in this game with 3 monsters, and you'll be doing it pretty much a lot cheaper than trying to work on other monsters. Also, my suggestion in the beginning: try not to work on too many monsters. Try to, like I said, mainly work on these 3, because again, if you want to reset monsters, that requires restoration stones, which you can only get from TOA and I think that's it. Yeah, TOA, and if you buy them, that's the only way. So I suggest not working on too many units, because you're gonna get into a situation where you're gonna be like, oh man, like I worked on this monster's not that great, or I need materials. Like, trust me, like, I know it sounds boring, but try to work on these 3 monsters. I guarantee you will get through most of the game. As you can see, I'm almost 280 power. This is gonna be just for runes, so I can pretty sure I can get 300,000 power with these 3. But for the most part, like I said, everything is done with these 3. They're amazing. They're very solid. I love it, and it's allowed me to save my material, so that way I can you know, if I need a particular unit down the line, I have the material to do so because I've only been using on these 3, so it's saving me a lot. It's saving me a lot. It's like a buy 2 get 1 free sale. It kind of feels like it, at least. But yeah, that's it for the video. Again, I love you guys. I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been giving me when it comes to Chronicles. I'm pouring a lot into this game because I really do believe in it. It's very refreshing as a Summoners War game, and you know, throw it in the comment section. You know, if you guys have been enjoying it, what's your favorite part about this game? What have you been enjoying the most? Let me know. And then what things would you like to be changed about the game if you have been playing, or what if you haven't been playing? What will bring you to playing Chronicles? Because I really do think this game will be the future as far as Summoners War content. I still plan on playing Sky Arena. I will never let go of Sky Arena, unfortunately. But it's like I do believe in this game. This game has a very bright future as long as Contours doesn't drop the bag. But overall, like I said, I'm having a lot of fun. The community has been having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun on streams. Like, it's revitalized my 1-2 stream. I've been streaming this game almost every day. Heck, I streamed this game for 34 straight hours. Yes, you heard that right. 34 straight hours. But yeah, I love this game. I want to see the future of this game be very bright. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.